What's going on, y'all? Thanks for checking in with Callie. Please subscribe if you haven't already. So, it's hard to really put a finger on the Clippers where they are right now. They're 2-1. They won their last two games. The first one was such a blunder. It was such a shock. It just was such a situation that wasn't supposed to happen against the Utah Jazz. But it did happen, and they lost, and they look embarrassed. And I feel like they basically, smelled the smelling salt and woke up and arisen, and now they're playing a lot better. The last two games, the offense, they look like they knew where they wanted to go a little bit more. I can say they still got to cut down those turnovers. Those turnovers are crucial. And when you're playing better teams, turnovers count even more, as we all know. So the Phoenix Suns and the Trailblazers are two teams I think they should beat. Honestly, they should be 3-0. They should have beat Utah too. But Utah is a little bit more improved than what they were last year. Maybe better coach, or maybe the guys in the locker room feel the coach a little bit more, feel his message more. So I feel like the Utah Jazz will be one of those teams that might sneak into the play-in tournament. Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did. But at the same time, the last two games, I feel like, you got the much-needed contribution from the two stars, Kawhi and Harden. You got the great contribution from both of those players. Hopefully, you get that type of contribution in the playoffs. Because, see, the thing is, I'm not 100% sold on the Clippers just yet, as in, championship. I believe they can do it, but I'm not 100% as of yet, because I still got to feel like I got to be able to trust James Harden to do these things in big games. Because if you look at last night's game, I think he had 20 and 10, 20 and 13, I believe. I think he had 13 assists. And, Kawhi had 30 and 10. If they're going to put up efforts like that, they're good. And see, the thing is, Kawhi is always going to be Kawhi. He's going to put the ball in the basket 95% of the time. That's who he is, even in the playoffs, of course. But the difference with James Harden, in big moments and big games, especially in the playoffs, we've seen him fold. And if he can still at least give the team what he did last night, whereas he didn't have a 30-point explosion, but he still, even though he turned the ball over some I didn't like, and the team did collectively, he still impacted the game because he made sure he got everybody else where they need to be. He made sure he used the pick and roll with Zubac to keep him comfortable and keep him going. And he utilized some of the weapons that they acquired to really put the Clippers in better position, because the Trailblazers were winning that game. They went on a 23-2 run, and they were down by 10 or 12. All of a sudden, they're up by 10 or 12. So, it's just right before halftime. I think the message that Ty Lue delivered to him in the halftime was actually good as well. But at the same time, it's one of those situations where James Harden made sure, even though he made mistakes in the game with turnovers, he made sure he got the right guys the ball at the right time. Brook Lopez is going to be huge for the Clippers. You look at last night's game, he hit some big threes. And even when he's not hitting them, he's such a threat out there, unlike Zubac is. It makes Zubac's job a little bit easier if both of them are playing, because a lot of defenders are going to focus on Brook Lopez, because you don't want to leave him out there by himself. He will kill you. He will kill you from three if you leave him out there by himself and if he's on fire and if he's feeling it. And plus, we saw a couple big blocks last night by Zubac and Brook. So, the defense is there. The offense is there with both players. And, listening to Brook speak on, he spoke about how Zubac has came a long way with his offense as a player and his development as a player. It's really going to bode well for the Clippers if both of them can actually play well together when they're on the floor, and, of course, when they're on the floor separately. Because I think Brook can be more of a bailout for James Harden sometime when he gets to dribble too much, and he gets into a spot where he's double teamed and needs somebody to pass it to other than Kawhi Leonard. Sometime Brook is going to bail him out there. And then that pick and roll with Harden and Zubac is damn near unstoppable. So, as long as Harden can be productive, we don't really need him to drop 30 plus points every game in the playoffs for them to be effective. If he can give 10 plus assists with about 19 points, 18 points, and give us a 25, 30-point performance here and there, the Clippers are good. Because you still got Bradley Beal, who didn't play last night, but you still got another weapon there who can score. Kawhi is the weapon of all. And you still got pieces around who can actually fill up the stat sheet in regards to, just playing defense or knocking down shots. Because the Clippers got a lot of 3-and-D guys. And John Collins played very good as well. I liked his fit with the Clippers. I really do. So I'm definitely interested to see how much more he grows with the team. But we got to see them all together. We got to see Bradley Beal, Kawhi. We got to see all of them together to really actually get a final spin on everything to see how it all gels. So that's why I said the way they're playing at the moment, I like it, but I'm not 100% sold this can get them a championship the way they're playing at the moment. But I feel like with what I'm seeing the last 2 games, they can make some adjustments throughout the season and become a juggernaut like I envisioned before the season. So, I'm definitely waiting to see more. Big win last night against the Trailblazers, the other night against the Phoenix Suns. The next game they got is the Warriors, so that's going to be a little bit more challenging, of course. But I'm definitely all for it and can't wait to see it. Leave any comments in the comment section as always. And till next time.